Factotum by Charles Bukowski is a deeply introspective and candid novel that follows the life of Henry Chinaski, the author's alter ego, as he drifts through a series of dead-end jobs and failed relationships in post-World War II America. Set primarily in Los Angeles, the novel captures the monotony and soul-crushing nature of low-paying, menial labor that serves as both a physical and psychological prison for its protagonist. Bukowski's work is steeped in a bleak, existential outlook, and Factotum offers an unvarnished look into a life lived on the margins of society, filled with alienation, dissatisfaction, and a sense of drifting purposelessness. At its core, Factotum is about Henry Chinaski's struggle with his identity, his inability to find meaning in his existence, and his rejection of societal norms. The title Factotum refers to a person employed in various capacities, often performing mundane and repetitive tasks. This is a fitting description of Henry's life. Over the course of the novel, he works a variety of unskilled and demeaning jobs: bartender, dishwasher, laborer, and factory worker, none of which offer him any lasting sense of purpose or satisfaction. He moves from one job to another with little thought, not because he enjoys the work, but because he is unable to find any other way to survive. His alienation from the people around him, his co-workers, and the world in general is palpable, as he drifts aimlessly, haunted by a sense of futility. Henry's relationships with others, particularly women, are a recurring theme in Factotum. His interactions with women are often marked by emotional distance and physical desire, with little real connection. His sexual encounters are transactional, often fleeting, and they serve more as distractions from his inner turmoil than sources of intimacy or love. Henry's relationships with women are emblematic of his broader relationship with the world: shallow, disenchanted, and emotionally detached. His encounters are marked by cynicism and a lack of emotional depth. He often treats women as objects or conquests rather than partners, revealing his inability to truly connect or communicate with others on an emotional level. Bukowski's portrayal of Henry as a misfit in the world extends beyond his relationships. Henry is an outsider who rejects the conventional path of success. He does not aspire to climb the social or professional ladder, nor does he harbor dreams of a family or a stable life. Instead, he seeks something more authentic, although he is never sure what that is. He rejects the normal expectations of society, choosing instead to live a life defined by dissatisfaction, alcohol, and aimless sexual encounters. This rejection of societal norms is portrayed as both a rebellion against an oppressive world and a form of self-sabotage, as Henry's alienation grows ever more pronounced. One of the novel's strongest themes is alienation, which manifests in nearly every aspect of Henry's life. He feels isolated from society and disconnected from the people around him. His inability to hold down a job for any extended period of time reflects his disconnection from the world of work, which he finds soul-crushing and beneath him. He doesn't see any point in fitting into the grind of regular employment, yet he has no real alternative. His frequent absences from work and his tendency to alienate himself from coworkers further emphasize his detachment. He is a man in search of a purpose, but he can't seem to find one that satisfies him, no matter how many jobs or relationships he tries. Bukowski's writing is raw and visceral, and it reflects the sense of hopelessness that pervades Henry's life. His tone is blunt, cynical, and often filled with dark humor. The prose is simple and direct, mirroring the bleakness of the world Henry inhabits. Bukowski's language is unapologetically coarse, filled with crude sexual references, profanity, and graphic depictions of life's more sordid aspects. Yet, beneath the coarse language, there is a deeply human struggle at the heart of Factotum. Henry is, in many ways, a deeply lonely and self-destructive figure. He's struggling with an existential crisis, questioning the meaning of his life, grappling with the pain of past relationships, and looking for solace in temporary, fleeting pleasures. Bukowski's portrayal of work, particularly in low-paying jobs, is scathing and unrelenting. In Factotum, work is presented not as a means of self-fulfillment or dignity, but as a necessary evil, a series of repetitive and soul-crushing tasks designed to keep people in line. There's a sense of futility in Henry's work life, as he continually drifts between jobs that don't provide him with a sense of accomplishment or satisfaction. The work he does is physically demanding and often thankless, and he doesn't seem to care about doing it well. It is only a way for him to get by, to survive without truly engaging with the world around him. The novel also touches on drinking and substance abuse as coping mechanisms. For Henry, alcohol is a way to numb the pain of his existence. It's a form of escape from the monotony of his life and from the emotional void he feels. He drinks heavily throughout the novel, often in a state of stupor, trying to forget his dissatisfaction and the harsh realities of his life. This reliance on alcohol, however, does little to alleviate his inner turmoil, and it only exacerbates his alienation and emotional numbness. Factotum is both a critique of modern society's emphasis on work, conformity, and success, and a deeply personal exploration of Bukowski's own struggles with identity, purpose, and belonging. Henry Chinaski is an anti-hero, a character who refuses to conform to society's expectations and instead opts for a life defined by aimlessness and disillusionment. Bukowski, through Henry, critiques the very systems of work, relationships, and societal structures that so many people take for granted. By rejecting them, Henry finds himself trapped in a cycle of alienation and self-destructive behavior, never able to break free or find true happiness. Ultimately, Factotum offers no easy answers. It is a novel about failure, alienation, and the difficulties of self-understanding. Henry's search for meaning is left unresolved, mirroring the struggles of many who live on the margins of society, unable to reconcile their inner desires with the realities of the world they inhabit. Bukowski's exploration of life's futility and the human condition resonates deeply, making Factotum a powerful, unflinching work that challenges readers to confront uncomfortable truths about identity, existence, and the choices we make in life.